I'm going first to Shiv Khera, who's a motivational speaker, but also someone who's a petitioner in this case. He's joining us live this evening. Mr. Khera, good evening to you, and thank you very much for your time here on Mirror Now. Can I ask you what prompted this petition in a country where most people say, Nota mat do, it's a waste of everyone's time and energy and effort?
Well, first of all, I must thank you and say one thing, that the way you have articulated the whole thing, I couldn't do it any better. You said it is recognized but disrespected. And that's the right word that you've chosen. Now, let me just quickly, if you give me permission. You see, today, the many media people have come back that almost 50% of the candidates in the parliaments have criminal records, and heavy criminal records. Now, why don't people go to vote? 50% people go to vote. And the balance say, well, why should I go to vote? None of these candidates are good, so who do I go to vote for? Now, if I don't go to vote, I'm not a good citizen. But if I do go to vote, who do I vote for? It's a dilemma. So what do? They either vote for caste, or they vote for the weakest criminal. Hear this. Or they vote for the weakest criminal. Now, the weakest criminal won. See, now the weakest criminal, he's got power. Now that person becomes the strongest criminal. Now my question is this democracy? Does this represent you? Did you want him to win? This is the biggest mockery of democracy. And the most important thing is, this is not the way the country is going to move forward. This is not democracy at all. We call ourselves the largest democracy, but are we a good democracy? Absolutely not. Now, my point I'm trying to make is that when people don't go to vote, it is called passive protest. I don't go to vote. I won't go to vote because nobody's good. But if I do go to vote, who do I vote for? Now what we are saying through Nota, we are giving the citizens the right to actively protest. This is called active protest. Now look at this. You just quoted some statistics of 1%, 2%, and so on, and 500,000 votes and so on. You know something? Elections, governments can change on 1 to 2% vote. They can change completely the history of the nation. And today people don't go to vote because they say my vote is going to go to waste. They don't want them.
Okay.
So this is a real issue for the nation.
Mr. Khera,
and I think it's the biggest disservice not having it.
Mr. Khera. Okay, no. So Nota exists. Since 2013, Nota has existed. Right. Mr. Khera, my point is you have gone to the Supreme Court asking them to answer a simple question. What happens if Nota wins? And that is exactly the notice that the Supreme Court has sent to the Election Commission to say what happens if Nota actually gets the maximum votes. But Mr. Khera, many people will say that's a hypothetical question. Why are you troubling the Supreme Court because of that? I mean, so far there has been not one single instance of Nota getting maximum votes in any case.
Ma'am, if the laws are faulty, if the judgments are faulty, it is toothless. How do you expect anybody to go to vote? It is useless. If supposing today look at this, if 90% people get vote as a Nota wins with 90% and you get only 1%, you won, Nota loses. Is this the way? What is it? It is a toothless to begin with. So that's an absurd thing. Our objective is that if none of the candidates are good, and Nota wins, they should be all disqualified for that one election from that one constituency, and right there. So automatically, one, it will open up doors for new and good people to come. And number two, it will force, I hear this one more time, it will force the political parties to field good candidates. Right now, even if they have criminal record, political parties do not shy away. They put them in. Oh, he has a good chance of winning, even if he has a criminal record. And the whole constituency knows he's got a criminal record. Yet he wins. Is this called democracy? This is the biggest joke on democracy. So what we are doing is empowering the citizens. Choose good candidate. Only then we will see a better India and a better nation.
Mr. Khera, that is a great thought, but here's the thing. Since 2013, when Nota came into India's election process, the number of criminals getting tickets has only increased. This is ADR data. This is not my data. Since 2013, since Nota came into being, the number of people with criminal antecedents getting tickets has only increased. So that tells us that Nota hasn't really been effective in that sense. Mr. Khera, here's my question to you. Many people will say and ask, and I'm asking you this question as well. By elections are about electing someone, selecting someone, not rejecting someone. Then why press for Nota?
Right? No. First of all, you see the very fact that you said, in spite of Nota, the criminal candidates have increased, they have not decreased. You know, what does it tell you? It only tells you that we've got a toothless judgment. We have got a toothless Nota right now. That means it is badly needed right today. And if you continue, you will keep getting criminals more and more and more. And the country will keep going to dogs. And is that what we are looking for?
Okay. No, that's certainly not what we are looking for. Thank you, Mr. Khera.
If you had given truth to Nota today, you would have seen most people would be out today. Yeah.
Let's see, Mr. Khera, but thank you very much for joining us. And it'll be extremely interesting to see how the Election Commission actually responds to the Supreme Court of India on the question that you have posed.